Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pressure coming. Gets away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
He's got it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got his man on the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Quick strike complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense has a second down play. Off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the...
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking for a man. It's Callow. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC.
Touchdown Gators! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team gets... First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got it, looking for the first down. Smashes ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Callow. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. It's starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense.
2 Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds a tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Quick pass on the fly motion. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Callow trying to get to him. He makes the connection. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Gators! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Back to pass, it's Callow. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. They move the tight end all over. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On second down, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to barge in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Gators have moved it inside the 20.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.